to look out and to see the faces here as it always is. And before I forget, I do want to just mention that today's sit is sponsored. The sit was sponsored by Karen Huberman, who writes, "This sit is dedicated by Karen Huberman in honor of Mark, Rabbi Mark, and the whole team bringing blessed daily meditations to us. What a gift to us all." And indeed, Karen, you are absolutely right. What a gift to us all. So here we are, and I'm going to begin the sit today. Well, first of all, my own dedication today. I'm going to throw out my own dedication. In preparing for this afternoon, I was thinking about the good news in our dear friend Rabbi Mark Margolis's life, who just last week his son and daughter-in-law were married. So I thought of that, and so in honor of that simcha, I thought I'd start out with a chant. A Shefa Gold chant that is Zedodi v'zerei, Zedodi v'zerei. The words mean, this is my beloved, this is my friend. The words are from the Song of Songs, the great love poetry of our Tanakh. But when Shefa creates an intention for this chant, she points to the significance of Zeh, this. And she says that what we can do is take the verse out of its context of love between human beings and talk about our love for what is going on in this moment, in this zeh, in this thisness. Zedodi, this present moment is my friend. This present moment is my beloved. So I invite you to settle in, and we'll chant for a few minutes together, and then I'll give you a little bit of a teaching for the day. Zedodi v'zerei, 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 Zedodi v'zerei. This is my beloved, this is my friend. Zedodi v'zerei. This moment is my beloved, this moment is my friend. Zedodi v'zerei, Zedodi v'zerei, Zedodi v'zerei, Zedodi v'zerei, Zedodi v'zerei, Zedodi Vezerei Zedodi Vezer. Just breathe. Just see what the chant might have evoked, where the energy is in your body. Good afternoon, everybody. So when I lead an IJS sit, I like to draw inspiration from the Parsha, and the Parsha this week is Chaye Sarah. The heroine of Chaye Sarah, of this Parsha, isn't Sarah, whose name is mentioned at the very beginning. It's when she passes away. It's a Parsha about the passing of generations, the continuity of generations. The heroine is Rebecca, who I think is my favorite matriarch. And I'll tell you why. First of all, before I even get into Rebecca, there's a teaching in here about that reflects on what happens at a Jewish wedding. Ever go to a Jewish wedding and read the booklet that explains what the rituals are? And there will be a paragraph that explains what the bedekin is, which is the ceremony of the groom putting the veil down on the face of the bride. Often, if you read those little booklets, the bride and the groom who prepared that booklet will write that the groom is looking at the face of the bride before putting the veil on to make sure that it's really the right bride, because of the story that happened with Jacob and how Jacob married Rachel, but instead of marrying Rachel, he married the wrong bride. He was tricked and he married Leah. And so to make sure that that doesn't happen, we go like this. And every time I read that, it just drives me nuts. Because first of all, what kind of way would that be to start a relationship? I don't trust you very much. I'm going to look and see that you're not pulling a fast one on me before I marry you. No. The real reason, the real textual source for the bedekin is not the story of Jacob and Rachel and Leah, but the real textual source is this week's Parsha, the story about Rebecca and her meeting with Isaac, because that's the first love story in the Bible. And indeed, it tells us that when Rebecca first saw Isaac from a distance, she got off of her camel and she veiled her face. Now, the proof that I'm right, and not all those people who like that juicier story instead about Jacob not being tricked and marrying Leah instead of Rachel, the reason I know that I'm right is that by tradition, when the groom veils the bride, he quotes a biblical verse. And the verse is, Achotinu at la'alfei revava. Oh, my sister, may you grow into thousands of myriads. That's the blessing that Rebecca's family gave to her as she began her journey in this week's Parsha, to travel to the land of Canaan, to meet her beloved Isaac, to become the matriarch in the next generation. So the text proves me right. My story is right. But what I really love about this biblical verse is that here is a blessing that the family gives to Rebecca before she begins this journey. The journey itself echoes the journey of Abraham, who made the same physical journey from that part of the world to the land of Canaan. Rebecca is about to follow Abraham's journey. Abraham, before his journey, remember how God speaks to him and says, Lech lecha, go forth to this land, and he blesses Abraham and he says, your people will be very great. This is the same blessing, only it's not coming from God, it's coming from people. Rebecca is the matriarch in the Bible who is most able to hear God's presence and God's blessing, not just through God. We don't see God talking to her in this Parsha. We see people talking to her. Rebecca is the one who, when she's about to leave on this journey, this weird little thing happens in the story. She's about to leave on a journey to go marry Isaac. And Abraham's servant says to Rebecca's family, it's time to go now. We're going to go. And the family says, no, stay a few more days. And he says, no, I got to go now. And so the family says, well, let's leave it up to Rebecca, see what she says. And Rebecca, without blinking, says, Elech, I will go. Elech, which again is an echo of Lech Lecha. But in Lech Lecha, it's God who gives the command to Abraham, Lech Lecha. And in this parsha, it's Rivka hearing the being called in this life, who says, Elech, I will go. Elech. So that's the first mindfulness teaching of this parsha, is that it is possible to an experience from in any moment, Elech, I will go. I am being called. I don't know what awaits me, but I know I'm being called, and I can face that moment, much like the chant I began with, Zeh Dodi v'Zeh Ro'i. This moment is my friend. This moment is my beloved. So who does she say that I will go to? She says it to her family. Her family says, are you ready to go with this man, Abraham's servant Eliezer, to go on this long journey? And she says, Elech. The other thing about this parsha, which has a beautiful mindfulness lesson, is that at the end of the journey, when she gets there, Isaac sees her, and the text says that he brought her into the tent of his mother, Sarah, who had died, and he loved her. He married her. He says he loved her, he married her, and he was comforted over the loss of his mother. What I love about that verse is that it reminds us that we can be in the midst of loss, in the midst of great sadness, and we need to remind ourselves that it is not a permanent state, that in an instant, love can completely transform. Love and caring can transform that moment, and it's no longer a moment of sadness, of mourning. This is the great gift of Rivka. Rivka and Isaac have this kind of love that's able to transform in an instant Isaac's mourning into something loving and beautiful. May we all know in our hearts, in our own experience, that when we are in those Isaac moments of tremendous loss and mourning, that they do not last forever, that there are forces of love and caring in the world that can transform, maybe not permanently, but in a moment, at least for a moment, our sadness into great love, into great comfort and joy. So the intention I'm going to give us for our sit this morning is to see if we can channel that Rivka essence of Elech, of I can meet this moment. I don't know where it's going to be, what it's going to lead to. I haven't seen it yet. It hasn't yet come into presence, but I will go to it. I will go to it and I will meet it. Elech, Elech. That's the intention I'm going to set for us today. So I invite you to find a place in your seat. I'm just going to get my bell. And find a place in your seat in which you can be both alert, relaxed, drawing attention to your posture, drawing attention to your legs, your feet, noticing how you've chosen to rest your arms in your lap, and just noticing what's happening in this body right now. Where are you most aware of your breath? Perhaps today it's in the belly or in the chest. Or in the back of the throat. You check out all of these places. Or perhaps your go-to place is simply the tip of your nose. Noticing Cool air entering your nostrils on an in-breath. Warmer air floating out on an out-breath. Allowing your breath to be an anchor in what is happening right now. Recall Rebecca's alacrity and fearlessness. Straighten your shoulders a little bit more back, allowing your neck to extend a little bit higher. Draw a deep breath in, and an on breath, on an out breath, say to yourself, Elech. Elech means literally, I will go. In the JPS translation, we hear Rivka saying, not I will go, but the words, I'm ready. Elech. I'm ready to meet what is happening in this body. Elech. I'm ready to meet what is arising in this heart. On each out breath, each Elech, see if you can direct that energy of the breath into the heart, the region around the heart. With each Elech, feel the energy around the heart increase. I am here. I am ready. I will go. This next period of sitting, I invite you to set an intention to stay with Elech. Breathing in, breathing out the words Elech. May our sitting this afternoon be for the benefit of being in touch with our inner Rivka, our ability to be with what is in this moment with alacrity, with fearlessness, and with love. Amen. I want to thank everybody for sitting with us today. I'm still amazed after all of this time, the power of Zoom to bring people together. And invite those of you who are saying the Kaddish to please in a moment rise and invite Kat to put the Kaddish on the screen so that we can say Kaddish. Yitkadal, Yitkadash, Shemei Rabba, Yamad Dibra Kimite, Yamlich Machute, V'chayechon, Yimechon, V'yedechon Beit Yisrael, V'agala U'vizman Parim, Hey Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Olam Olam Ach Yishtabach V'Yitahar Ma B'Yaseh Yitadar Yitalech Yitalam Shemei Dekucha La'ela Mikol Rechata Shishpachata Amiranya
Amen.
Shlama Rabba Alim Aleinu Kol Yisrael Shalom Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Kol Yisrael Kol Yoshvei Teva
Amen.
May the Holy Blessed Holy Blessed One who brings peace in the heavens, bring peace to us, to the land and people of Israel, to all peoples with whom we share this good planet, and to the souls of our beloved departed, and may we say Amen. So thank you so much for sitting with me today, and there's nobody there to for me to have a dialogue with, so that's not going to happen. However, I certainly don't want to cut anybody off. So if anyone has some comments that they'd like to make or any questions about today's sit, I will go into the chat right now and be happy for that to happen. And if not, then I wish everyone a really blessed, wonderful afternoon. So let me see the chat box here. Don't have any questions today. That's great. Here. Could you type in the Hebrew and proper transliteration in the phrase from river? It is a phrase that gives strength. I'm not sure what that means, what the phrase from river is. Sorry, my friend, I can't do that. But I am appreciating some of your lovely messages to me today. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. And hope to see you again next time on your side of the Zoom screen.